The Hyattsville City Council takes a major stand on transgender rights.
And Affordable Care advocates say insurance glitches are being fixed.
Good evening. This is CTV News. I'm Sonia Shrivastava.
And I'm Denise Douglas. Well, Governor Martin O'Malley has set a deadline for the glitches in the state's health insurance website to be fixed. By mid-December, he wants people to be able to log on and sign up without problems. As you know, both the federal and local sites have been plagued with issues since President Obama rolled out the Affordable Care Act a few months ago. So far, just over 3,000 people in the state have been able to enroll in a plan. Health departments in Prince George's and Montgomery counties have added new enrollment assistance sites. Well, despite the rough start, the head of an advocacy group believes that people will benefit from the Affordable Care Act in the long run.
Already, the Affordable Care Act has helped millions of Americans and thousands of Marylanders by letting young people stay in their parents' health care to age 26, making prescription drugs cheaper for seniors, giving grants to small businesses so they can provide health care for their employees. This has all been happening, and now, as of January 1, millions and millions more are going to benefit. I think in a couple years, people are going to say the Affordable Care Act is as good as Medicare. It's something that all of us are going to benefit from.
Meanwhile, President Obama discussed improvements to the federal website today. In the coming days, he and his aides will launch a new effort to push Americans to sign up.
Because we know that there are 41 million people out there without health insurance. And we know there are a whole bunch of folks out there who are underinsured or don't have a good deal. And we know the demand is there, and we know that the product on these marketplaces is good. And it provides choice and competition for people that allow them, in some cases for the very first time, to have the security that health insurance can provide. You know, the bottom line is this law is working and will work into the future.
Grab a pen. The additional enrollment events will be held on December 7th, 14th, and the 21st. You can log on to CapitolHealthConnection.org to find out more information. And remember that December 23rd is the deadline to sign up for health coverage that starts on January 1st.
Well, transgendered individuals are now protected in Hyattsville by a new Human Rights Act. Hyattsville City Councilman Patrick Paschal sponsored the legislation passed last night, which prevents discrimination against transgendered individuals in employment, housing, and public accommodations. Hyattsville is the first jurisdiction in the county to pass such legislation. Paschal worked closely with Equality Maryland.
It's incredibly gratifying to see the residents really come out in full-fledged support of non-discrimination legislation. And it's also gratifying to see people who this law actually impacts come to the dais, speak to the city council, and say, thank you for passing this law. Thank you for putting protections into your laws that make me feel more welcome in the community in which I live.
It means a lot to the citizens of Hyattsville because they have their own human rights law. They can enforce it, they can educate around it, they can show that they're a community that really believes in non-discrimination.
Hyattsville joins Baltimore City, Baltimore, Howard, and Montgomery counties in prohibiting discrimination against transgendered persons. Well, are you dreaming of buying a home in Prince George's? You may not need to earn as much as you think. Take a look at this 3-bedroom house in District Heights. It's available to a 2-person family making under $43,000 annually. Then that's thanks to the Neighborhood Stabilization Program, which provides assistance to low-income buyers. In partnership with United Communities Against Poverty, the program redevelops foreclosed properties and helps first-time buyers achieve the American dream of owning a home.
We are one of the newest housing development organizations in Prince George's County. And with the funding that we received from the Redevelopment Authority, we've been able to purchase homes, renovate the homes, and bring them up to green standard.
This, first of all, will stabilize the housing values in the community. If you look at what we've put into this house, what it was worth when it was acquired, and you look at what we're going to sell it for, it helps to stabilize the declining values. And second of all, it gives a low and moderate income family a home. Home ownership is still the biggest creator of wealth in this country, despite the housing crisis. It is an opportunity to move people from renting into home ownership at an affordable price point and to create wealth for this family.
And for more information on the program and available properties, you can log on to redevelopment.mypgc.us. And interested home buyers, can also visit ucappgc.org.
Well, taking a look at politics, the Prince George's County Council will have a new chair in place when it takes up its agenda in 2014. Mel Franklin was selected for the position. As a councilman, he represents District 9. His vice chair will be Will Campos, the first Latino to hold that job. We asked Franklin what are the main issues that the council plans to tackle next year.
We got a lot of big things on our plate. Education, we want to really push expanding pre-K in the county, as well as school construction. Pre-K because we think the state should fund pre-K the same way it funds K through 12. And so we're going to really push hard on that priority coming up. Public safety-wise, we want to make sure we keep the trends going of record low crime. And we're at a 30-year low in violent crime now, but we got to keep pushing our staffing levels up so that our public safety officers can keep that trend going. Make sure that we cement our reputation as a low crime county, which is what's happening.
The Montgomery County Council also elected its new leadership. The president will be Craig Rice and the vice president is George Leventhal. They will each serve one-year terms.
Well, county police need your help identifying a woman who robbed a Capital One bank in Landover Hills. Police say at about 5 p.m. yesterday, the suspect seen here approached the bank teller and passed a note demanding cash. The teller complied. The suspect got away with an undisclosed amount of money. Police are asking for anyone with information concerning this case to call 1-866-411-TIPS. Pretty in pink, huh?
Yeah. Imagine that, a bandit.
Yes, and you're watching CTV News. I'm Sonia Shrivastava.
I'm Denise Douglas.